Luna's childhood friend Marcus was called out on the school forum for being labeled a homewrecker. Marcus accused Liam, saying Liam was behind it all. To stand up for him, Luna slapped Liam in public. Then she kicked him out on a snowy night with barely anything on to reflect on his mistakes. She said Liam could come back when he realized what he did wrong. If he kept acting jealous and petty, she'd call off the engagement. Her punishment left him with a high fever and pneumonia, and Liam was hospitalized for a week. After that, he realized he didn't like Luna anymore. He stopped chasing after her and didn't care about her unchecked closeness with Marcus. He focused on his studies instead. Luna thought his distancing was just a trick to get her attention back. Little did she know, on the day he was discharged, Liam declined the Sterling's offer to get engaged to Luna after graduation. He also gave up on the idea of attending Rutherford University with her. The day after finals ended, Luna discovered his room was empty. She called only to find out his number was unreachable. 2 months later, she showed up at the gates of his new school, University, red-eyed, and asked him, "Didn't we agree to go to Rutherford University together? Why did you break your promise?" Liam was shocked when Luna slapped him. His face burned, ears rang, and her angry words sounded distant. "Liam, how could you do something so nasty? Giving Marcus a hard time was tolerable, but knowing he's like a brother to me and spreading lies about him being a homewrecker is just despicable." Liam was numb with pain and his head spun. What edited pics? What post? What homewrecker? He stood confused while Marcus sulked behind Luna, and a crowd of onlookers stared with disdain. "Can't believe Liam is actually this vicious," some said. "Didn't you all know how controlling he is with Luna? It's not surprising he'd start such ridiculous drama. Slandering someone like that is so immoral." Liam hadn't done anything. He had no clue what they were even talking about. Misunderstood, he struggled to explain, "It wasn't me. I didn't do it." As he spoke, someone gasped, "Oh my God, he's bleeding from his mouth." Luna saw it too, and her expression froze in what looked like regret. Before she could say more, Marcus loudly accused, "If it wasn't you, then who? Only you knew Luna, and I went out last night. I even told you to your face, Liam. I let your snide jab slide before, but framing me like this is too much. Apologize, or I won't leave you alone." With Marcus, Luna's guilt vanished. She looked at Liam coldly. Apologize to Marcus now. He refused to apologize for something he didn't do. His mouth kept bleeding, and finally their classmate Felix offered to take him to the nurse. Despite Luna's harshness, she let him go, saying, "Go see a doctor now, but you can apologize to Marcus later." Felix took Liam to the nurse, and Luna had hit him hard. His face was swollen and his lips split. After being treated, Felix took him home. On the way, he explained why Luna hit him. Someone had posted photos online of Marcus shirtless right beside Luna, who was also half-dressed. They included plenty of pictures of Luna and Marcus being overly close, calling Marcus shameless for knowing Luna and Liam were dating, yet still interfering. The responses were flooded with insults toward Marcus. Luna and Marcus were convinced Liam did it, but he was sure it wasn't him. He lost his phone last night and hadn't found it since. If Felix hadn't told him, he'd be clueless. He thought it was a misunderstanding. If he cleared things up with Luna, she'd regret it and apologize for accusing him. Instead, he faced even harsher punishment. Luna and Marcus showed up 3 hours later with his missing phone in hand. Luna burst into his room and threw his phone at him. "What do you have to say now?" Shocked by the posts on his phone, he said, "It wasn't me. I swear it's been missing." "Liar. Your phone was on your desk the whole time. The account that posted it is registered to you clearly, and you're still denying it." "I seriously don't know how it got back there. I checked thoroughly this morning. Didn't find a thing. This doesn't feel right. There's got to be surveillance footage in that classroom. Let's check it." The cameras were busted. Luna gave him this icy stare and said, "Liam, I'm giving you one last shot to make it right. Apologize to Marcus. Admit you were wrong, and promise never to do it again, and it'll be over." "I didn't do it. I swear it wasn't me," Marcus shouted. "All I want is fairness and an apology. Is that too much to ask? If I had done it, I'd apologize in a heartbeat. But I've been wrongly accused here." He refused to apologize, and Luna's patience snapped. She grabbed him and dragged him down the stairs, shoving him out the door. The Sterling's mansion had like 10 or so steps. Luna was so furious, she flung the door open and shoved him down the steps with no second thoughts. He tumbled down and hit the ground. Lucky there was a thick layer of snow, otherwise he'd have been hurt. By the time he scrambled to his feet, the door slammed shut. Winters in Stone City are brutal, like 10 degrees below zero kind of brutal. He didn't even have his coat on when Luna chucked him out. The cold seeped right into his bones. He banged on the door, hoping Luna would let him back in, but she ignored him and even told the housekeeper, "Don't let him in. He needs to reflect outside." No coat, no phone, not even a dime on him. He was stuck just pleading with Luna to let him back inside. Luna was relentless, ignoring all his desperate apologies and pleas. Finally, when he was shivering uncontrollably, he caved and begged for forgiveness. The bitter cold and despair stripped him of any pride. He thought his apology would make Luna let him in, but he was wrong. Luna's voice came from behind the door, cold and heartless. "Too late. Everything has a deadline. If you'd apologized earlier, I would have let it go, but you were stubborn, hoping to bluff your way through. You needed a lesson." She wouldn't let him in, so he just curled up by the door. Despair consumed him. With no phone, no money, and nowhere else to go but the Sterling's place. He's an orphan. His parents died 3 years ago in an accident. With an engagement to Luna, he had no choice but to move from Riverton to Stone City to live with the Sterlings. The Sterlings didn't cancel the engagement after his parents died. They welcomed him warmly, letting him stay and transferring him to Luna's school. When he first arrived, Luna took great care of him. She helped him through the toughest days after losing his family. Back then, she was always by his side. They'd go to and from school together, and she'd get him his favorite snacks whenever his stomach acted up. She got him medicine and reminded him about his diet. At school, she made it clear he was her fiancé. Luna was pretty and smart, and her kindness drew him close. He got anxious if he couldn't see her and stuck to her like glue. But when Marcus showed up from abroad and entered their lives, he got uneasy. Marcus was Luna's childhood friend. They even shared the same birthday and lived next door to each other, playing together from kindergarten to middle school. Marcus went abroad with his parents in middle school, but returned after 5 years when his parents' investment failed. He transferred to their school in the second half of sophomore year and constantly sought out Luna. Liam wasn't happy with how much he relied on her, but his protests fell on deaf ears and Marcus's behavior only intensified. It started with him asking Luna for tutoring, then wanting to walk to and from school together. Having lived abroad, he seemed to have no boundaries with girls, casually draping his arm over Luna's shoulder, pulling her close. Not just that, he'd even kiss her cheek claiming it was just a foreign greeting. If it's a foreign custom, why doesn't he do it with other girls? Liam felt Marcus was up to something with Luna. He told her. She said he was overreacting, that she only saw Marcus as a brother, told him to stop being paranoid and jealous. He was crazy in love with Luna and wanted to believe her and Marcus were just like siblings. But Marcus kept needling him, always trying to show he meant more to Luna than he did. Luna would drop everything, even when he wasn't feeling well, to care for Marcus. If he called saying he wasn't well, she canceled movie plans with Liam just to help Marcus find his missing cat, even during a heavy downpour. She'd rather share her umbrella with Marcus, leaving Liam soaked. Marcus's constant calls on Luna drove him mad with jealousy. He loathed Marcus and the tension between them was palpable. But no matter how much he hated him, he'd never resort to ruining his reputation. He knows how wrong it is to slander another guy like that. So if it wasn't him who took his phone and posted that stuff about Marcus, he couldn't wrap his head around it. The cold was just too much. Eventually, he started shaking uncontrollably. His body stiffened and he collapsed. He woke up 7 days later in a quiet hospital room. When he opened his eyes, the housekeeper watching over him was relieved. "Liam, you're awake. You scared us all." He couldn't speak, just looked weakly at the housekeeper. The nanny helped him sit up and asked, "Hungry? I made some congee for you. Have a little bit first. The doctor said you can't handle greasy food." "Oh yeah, I need to call Miss and tell her you're awake. She's been here watching over you these past few days and only went home this morning after I insisted." Luna showed up quickly. By the time she walked in, he had already finished the congee and was leaning weakly against the hospital bed, staring at the ceiling absent-mindedly. Luna's voice snapped him back to reality. "You're awake. How are you feeling?" He turned to look at Luna. She looked exhausted, as if she hadn't rested in days. Seeing Luna's face, the one he used to love so much, he realized he no longer felt his heart race for her. He softly replied, "I'm feeling much better. Thanks for checking in. When he said thanks, Luna's expression froze a bit. She sat next to him, holding his hand. Liam, Luna didn't get to finish because the door burst open and Marcus rushed in. Thank goodness you're awake, Liam. Because of Luna and you being sick, I'm letting go of the false accusations you made. Remember not to do it again. Liam looked at Marcus, not in the mood to argue at all. He knew he was innocent, but what did that matter? The damage had already been done. The desperation he felt before he passed out left him with no energy to entangle with Marcus. When he didn't respond, disappointment flickered across Marcus's eyes and he affectionately grabbed Luna's arm. Luna, you haven't rested for days. I'm worried about you. I'll watch over Liam. You go get some rest. He watched Marcus holding Luna's hand. Such an intimate gesture used to make him upset and jealous. He'd go hysterical. But now he felt absolutely nothing. He didn't want to see Marcus or Luna. He pulled his hand away from Luna's. You should get some rest. I'm tired and want to sleep. Marcus led Luna away, leaving him staring blankly at the ceiling. For the first time, he didn't care where Luna and Marcus were going or what they were doing. Would they hug? Or would Marcus take advantage of his role as the brother to get too close to Luna? Will he unintentionally flirt with Luna? He suddenly realized this ordeal made him forget his love and affection for Luna. Frankly, even if she and Marcus lay together, it wouldn't bother him even a little. He went back to the Sterlings on his own the day he was discharged. His room was left in a mess with the figurine Luna gave him shattered on the floor. The big teddy bear on his bed was all scribbled up and looked awful. The nanny behind him rubbed her hands nervously. Marcus stayed here these days. He used your room and might have accidentally. It's fine. It's nothing important. He crouched down, picking up the broken figurine and throwing it in the trash. His eyes fell on the messed-up teddy bear. He suddenly remembered that bear was Luna's first gift to him. Back when he first came to the Sterlings, he was so scared having lost his parents that he'd cry under the sheets at night. Luna got him the bear to hold while sleeping. She said it would help him feel safe and less homesick. He used to cherish that bear so much, but now looking at the dirty bear didn't stir any feelings. Auntie, throw it away. But this was from Miss. Throw it. I don't need it anymore. Auntie took the bear and left. He lay down, hearing voices outside. What's this about Liam wants it thrown out? The bear got dirty. It's my fault. I accidentally messed it up. What's Luna going to say? Is Liam mad? Should I apologize? It took Luna a while to say. It wasn't on purpose. Why apologize? He's just spoiled, acting all dramatic. He covered his ears, shutting out Luna and Marcus's voices. He knew Luna and Marcus were next door. He didn't want to make any noise, kept to his room. He found himself not only disliking Luna now, but being scared of seeing her. He's scared she'd hit him, scared she'd yell at him because of Marcus. It's hard. The nanny knocked, telling him to come down for dinner. He went down slowly and found Luna and Marcus already at the table. Marcus was smiling and serving food to Luna. In a sweet voice, he said, Luna, this is your favorite. I never forgot. He tried to stay unnoticed, sitting farther away and began eating quietly. He used to want every moment with Luna. Now, even eating at the same table was torture. Marcus kept talking to Luna. They served each other food and drinks. Time dragged by. He felt no joy or sadness, just awkwardness. He kept his head down, trying to be invisible. Finally, after finishing his rice, he stood up, relieved. Take your time. I'm heading back to my room. Why eat so little? Didn't Nanny make your favorite fried ribs? Why didn't you touch them? Luna questioned him with a harsh tone. He backed away uneasy. My stomach's not good. Can't eat greasy stuff. Sorry. He left quickly, feeling her cold gaze on him. She probably hates him to the core now, and he must avoid any conflict with her and Marcus. That night, he lay in bed thinking. The next day, just at dawn, he got up quietly. The nanny was in the kitchen making breakfast. She looked surprised seeing him. Liam, why are you up so early? I'm in a hurry, heading to school now. He skipped breakfast and didn't wait for Luna to carpool. He left early and took the bus to school. From Luna's house, the bus takes a slow 2-hour ride to school. Even though he started out early, he barely made it on time. After a week away, people stared at him when he returned to school. Even though the post was deleted, everyone knew about it. It was clear as day that he was being blamed for it all. Entering the classroom meant hearing those exaggerated whispers. He's got some nerve to show up at school after what he did. If I were Marcus, I'd never forgive him. That's way too much. Stay away from him. He'll do anything. His morals are totally shot. You don't want him targeting you. Hearing this stuff hurt, but he had to act like it didn't bother him and just got to his seat. And Marcus's voice came from behind him. Liam, this seat's mine now. He'd been sitting next to Luna since he transferred, never apart. Now Marcus claims it's his spot. He glanced at Marcus, noticing the challenge and malice in his eyes. There wasn't any point in arguing. He gathered his things and moved to the back of the room. By the time Luna came in, he was already sitting in the last row, focused on his book. In just a week he'd fallen behind on his classes, and he needed to catch up fast. He didn't even notice Luna till she banged on the desk, staring at him with an unfriendly expression. Is there something you need? Looking even more upset, Luna gritted her teeth and said, Are you ignoring me? No, no way. He quickly responded, realizing the joy and affection he once felt for her turned to fear. I didn't do anything. I was just reading. You can ask anyone. With a loud thump, Luna slammed the desk, and he instantly recalled the time she slapped him. He instinctively moved back, looking at her with fear. She looked at him head to toe, then just scoffed and walked away. The morning classes ended quickly. Marcus, like usual, asked Luna, Luna, want to grab lunch? They're serving my favorite today. Luna didn't reply, just glanced at where he was sitting. He quietly stood up and left through the back door. Behind him, he heard a chair get kicked over and Luna's frustrated voice. Competing with me seriously? At lunch, instead of the typical cafeteria, he chose the smaller one. After eating, he went to the library alone until it was time for class again. Luna and Marcus weren't in class. Someone said Marcus had accidentally fallen and was taken to the hospital by Luna. After school, Luna texted him, I'm tied up, head home alone and be safe. He took the bus back to the Sterlings without replying. With Luna out, he felt a rare sense of freedom, enjoying a big meal before returning upstairs to study. His aunt called just before he was about to rest. She and Uncle were in Switzerland for a big deal, away for quite some time. The housekeeper must have filled her in about recent events. On the call, his aunt expressed concern for his well-being. Luna's behavior was out of line. I didn't realize she treated you like that. I know you wouldn't do such things, and I apologize on Luna's behalf. Please don't take it to heart. He didn't expect her trust, and it made his eyes water. It's okay, Aunt. I haven't taken it to heart. Luna and Marcus go way back, almost like siblings. Liam, you're the only one I see is worthy for Luna. No one else compares. Once these words would have thrilled him, but now they meant nothing. After ensuring him, she added, I'll have a word with Luna. Just focus on your studies and don't worry about anything else. Once you both graduate, we'll plan your engagement right away. No need. And I'd rather not rush into an engagement. Her surprise at his refusal was clear. Didn't you want to get engaged quickly before? Back then, I was a kid and naive. I get it now. Let's wait until after college. There's no rush. After the call, he noticed Luna standing there, watching him. He hadn't realized when she got there. Meeting her gaze, she coldly smirked. Liam, are you trying to stir up trouble? He looked at Luna, puzzled, unsure how he had upset her. She stared angrily for a moment before storming out. The next morning during breakfast, Luna was already at the table, wrapped up in a phone call, eyes cold on him. I don't care if he doesn't want to get engaged, then fine. It's not the end of the world for me. He could hear his aunt over the phone. What's with your attitude? Whatever. Tell him this could be a once-in-a-lifetime chance, and he better think it over. He kept his eyes down on his porridge, avoiding Luna's glare. Her grip on the phone was tight, her tone towards Aunt clearly agitated. He knew they were talking about him, and Luna might have regretted things. Honestly, so did he. If he had a choice, he wished he never came to the Sterlings. Thank goodness it's almost over. Just 3 more months, and after the college entrance exams, I'm out of here for good. He hadn't really crossed paths with Luna lately. She's always with Marcus, going everywhere together. They eat, hang out, watch movies, and even hike. Marcus has been posting a lot on social media, so everyone in class is aware. Felix couldn't hold back and ask him, Liam, what's up with you and Luna? Nothing really. But you guys don't interact at all anymore. You used to be different. He kept his head down, solving equations, not replying. Felix's curiosity got the best of him. Did you break up? Is it because of Marcus? So he really did come between you two, huh? Before he could answer, Luna's cold voice cut in. I thought you changed, but you were just waiting here, weren't you, Liam? Can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? Felix saw the fury in Luna's eyes and didn't dare say a word, quickly making himself scarce, leaving him to face Luna's storm alone. She didn't hold back, scolding him mercilessly. He stayed calm, not feeling any sadness or heartache, just wanting to get back to studying. He sincerely apologized. I'm sorry. I truly am. I know I messed up. Can you forgive me? No arguing, no hysterical denials. He apologized swiftly and straight to the point. Luna should have been satisfied, but she seemed really upset. Her eyes red as she looked at him. Her hand pointing at him was even shaking. Liam, you. Her expression startled him. Why wouldn't she accept his apology? Last time she hit him without an explanation because of Marcus. Gathering his courage, he pointed to his face. If you're still mad and can't forgive me, slap me like last time. Luna was taken aback, watching him with clenched fists. He closed his eyes, waiting. Yet no expected pain came. Instead, he heard a loud bang. He opened his eyes just in time to catch Luna's back as she walked away. She didn't hit him. Instead, she angrily knocked over a table and left. He apologized to Felix, who was dumbstruck, helped him pick up the books, and went back to calmly studying as if nothing happened. Luna didn't return to class, and as always, Marcus was gone with her. He kept attending classes and returned to the Sterlings to study in his room. Later, a call came in from Luna's best friend Nora. Liam, Luna drank too much. Can you come get her? Without hesitation, he refused. Call a driver or get her a cab. He used to treat Luna like a treasure, never turning down such requests. Nora wasn't expecting his refusal, hesitated then said, You should really come. She's having a fit and no one else can handle her. Let Marcus handle it. His words work better than mine. Nora, annoyed by his reluctance, retorted, What's wrong with you, Liam? Just come. Why all the excuses? Nora and Luna are really close. Her asking is practically Luna asking. He had no choice but to get dressed and head out. He followed Nora's directions to their room, hearing voices inside. Nora was, Luna, are you sure you want to cut ties with Marcus because of Liam? You're tighter with Marcus than anyone. This makes no sense. Nora, I know it's not good, but you saw how jealous Liam is. He likes me and would do anything for me. He hurt Marcus before. I'm afraid he'll do it again. Nora defended. You really like Liam that much? You're losing yourself for him. It's not about liking him. It's responsibility. Luna sighed. Our parents arranged it. Now that his parents are gone, I can't just abandon him. It's my duty. As long as he doesn't do anything extreme, he's my husband for life. So all this time, Luna viewed him as a responsibility, and he forced a bitter smile. Thankfully, after last time, he's been seeing things clearer. Otherwise, her words would have crushed him. He knocked heavily on the door, cutting off their conversation. Casually stepping in, he kept a distance from Luna. Can we go now? Luna stared but didn't move. Nora said, Luna's drunk. Help her up. He didn't want to touch Luna, but he had no choice. As he supported her, she leaned heavily against him. The smell of alcohol mixed with her perfume was nauseating, but he pushed through, dragging us outward. Not a word was said. He didn't ask why she drank so much or if she needed hangover meds. It was like a task, helping her into the car. He shut the door, sat up front, and told the driver to go all the way back to the Sterlings. He kept his eyes closed, going over vocabulary. Luna seemed uncomfortable in the back seat, making noise, but he didn't turn, focused only on his studies until we arrived. As soon as we stopped, Luna stumbled out. Before he could help, she refused assistance, and he sensibly kept a distance of about 10 meters behind her. His aunt heard the noise and came out to check, helping Luna and asking if she was all right. Seeing this, he felt a wave of relief, turned around, and quietly went upstairs. Back to his room. Once back in his room, he lay down without any more distractions and had a good night's sleep. The next morning, he got up early as usual, ready to head to school. But when he went downstairs, he saw Luna sitting on the couch in the living room. They locked eyes, and he reluctantly greeted her with a forced smile. Morning. Morning. Let's have breakfast and leave together. He was a bit surprised by Luna's attitude, but he didn't really need it now. No thanks. I'm in a hurry, so I won't wait. As he moved past her towards the door, Luna grabbed his hand. Liam, do you really hate me? Hate? Definitely not. The Sterlings have done a lot for me. I have no right or reason to hate. Luna had once thought Luna liked him, and he liked her back. He depended on her, thought he couldn't be without her. But after she slapped him and left him outside to freeze, he realized Luna didn't like him at all. No one would be so harsh to someone they actually liked. Hearing her last night say she only felt responsibility and duty towards him made him feel even more at ease. He doesn't hate Luna, not even a little bit. The only thing he needs to do now is focus on his studies, get into the university he wants, and stay completely away from Luna. Luna still stared at him, waiting for a response. He shook his head. No, nothing like that. I don't hate you, and there's no reason to. I know you blame me for what happened, so you're being distant. How about this? You can slap me. No, 10 times if it will even things out. He shook his head. You're overthinking it. The last incident was all my fault. If I had admitted my mistake and apologized earlier, nothing would have happened. Really, I brought it upon myself. I don't blame anyone. You say you don't blame anyone, but you still give me the cold shoulder, act like a stranger. I'm not giving you the cold shoulder. I just don't want to be locked out again. That slap hurt, and that night was freezing and miserable. I never want to experience that pain again. If you hadn't done anything wrong, who would have locked you out? Luna said as she let go of his hand. He lowered his head and calmly said, I'm not perfect. I can't guarantee I won't make mistakes. To prevent myself from hurting others again, it's better if we keep our distance. That way no innocent people get hurt. He never hurt anyone. But he also can't prove that it wasn't him who posted those mean things about Marcus. The posts came from his phone. Even though he has no idea when he registered an account or got those pictures and videos of Marcus and Luna. The fact that the post came from his phone is undeniable, and he's already been punished for it. He doesn't know if such things will happen again. Just know that staying away from Luna and Marcus means he won't get hurt. He thought he made it clear. He assumed Luna's pride wouldn't let her keep pushing him. But surprisingly, she insisted he have breakfast with her and go to school together in the same car. Since the incident, this was the first time Luna and he appeared at school together when we entered the classroom one after another. Marcus greeted us with a grin. Luna, you and Liam made up? Luna didn't reply, just told Marcus. Move back to your seat. This one's Liam's. Liam saw Marcus's face turn stormy. His eyes flashed with anger, but he quickly masked it. He playfully said to Luna, Luna, can I move later? I need your help with a math problem. With Marcus clinging to Luna for help, Liam felt relieved as he took a seat further back. Honestly, sitting with Luna made him anxious. He truly didn't want to. He hoped Marcus would find a way to keep him from changing seats. During a break, Liam went to the bathroom and Marcus followed him. He stopped him at the door. Liam, we need to talk. Seeing the malice in Marcus's eyes, Liam agreed without fuss to follow him to a stairwell corner away from everyone else. Marcus dropped his fake smile completely. You know what? You're really annoying, just downright irritating. Liam watched Marcus quietly as he sneered. You seem to have some tricks. Even after all this, you got Luna to be all friendly again. Must have felt great when she shooed me away just now, right? Do you think I felt great? Liam replied coolly. Having her defend you didn't make you happy? I've never seen anyone as shameless, clinging to Luna with some fake childhood engagement, acting like a poor orphan to squeeze pity out of her and make her feel obligated to you. You know Luna doesn't love you. She loves me. She only feels sorry for you and thinks she owes you something. Marcus thought his words would make Liam furious, but instead he was completely calm. I already knew. You knew? Marcus looked dumbfounded. You knew she didn't like you but still clung to her? Wow, Liam, you've got no shame. I'm not clinging to Luna. He emphasized every word. Oh really? Sure you're not playing hard to get now, huh? You used to follow her around like a shadow, like glue, and now you're trying a different angle, hoping sitting next to her will bring things back to what they were. Dream on. Quit being such a pest. Liam frowned, looking at Marcus's angry face. Watch your mouth. I'm not shameless. How do you want me to be polite? Luna and I grew up together. She liked me ever since we were kids. Who do you think you are, popping up out of nowhere to try and split us up? Liam looked at Marcus's twisted expression, feeling kind of tired. If you keep talking about this meaningless stuff, I'm done here. When he turned to leave, Marcus blocked his way. Hold on, I haven't finished talking. Do you know what Luna and I were doing at the hotel that night? We kissed. Liam didn't react at all, just continued to stare blankly, which made Marcus grit his teeth. Oh, and you know about those posts and photos with Luna? I know it was you who leaked them. You know? Marcus looked at him, surprised. How could you possibly know? Liam watched Marcus's shocked face and smiled silently. How could he not know? Marcus set him up, wasn't it obvious? Liam was sure he hadn't done anything dirty like that. At first, he actually thought someone was trying to frame Marcus, and he tried to find out who was framing him and setting him up, but then Marcus moved to sit with Luna, and they got even closer. Meanwhile, Liam got a slap in the face, nearly froze to death, and got judged and gossiped about. Marcus, the so-called victim, got more of Luna's attention and care while Liam, who did nothing wrong, became the one everyone wanted to see suffer. If Marcus didn't like Luna and really just saw her as a sister, Liam would believe he was really the victim. But all this time he's been asserting his dominance over him, and he finally figured it out. There's no such thing as a victim here. It's just about who played whom. The moment he realized Marcus was the one who made those posts, he thought about telling Luna. Seeing Luna's attitude, he let it go. He wasn't sure he could make her believe him, so he gave up on telling her everything. He didn't expect Marcus to come to him and spill the truth himself. His motives were obvious to anyone. Marcus looked pretty ugly, clearly underestimating his intelligence. He always thought he could lead me by the nose. So what if you know I messed with you? He sneered arrogantly. I won't hide it. I stole your phone that day. Luna told me your phone password. I used your phone to create an account and posted all those photos and videos I secretly took to frame you. Marcus wasn't scared of Liam at all. After laying it all out, he didn't forget to provoke him. I thought Luna wouldn't believe me that easily. Didn't expect her to soften just because I acted wrong. Yes, she doesn't like you enough. You're right. She didn't like me enough. That's why you got your chance. But you really are shameless. He sighed. So why did you ask me here today? Definitely not just to confess you framed me. Huh? Let me guess. Luna is distancing herself from you, and you're desperate. You wanted me here to set me up again, right? Marcus's expression twisted. Didn't expect you to figure that out. Of course. So are you going to make a move or not? If not, I'm out. Seeing him blatantly call out his plot, Marcus's eyes turned vicious. Since you're so eager to die, don't blame me, Liam. You're dead. As he spoke, he suddenly leaned backward. Marcus was about to fall over the railing down the steps. The steps weren't high enough to kill him, but would definitely hurt. Marcus wanted to frame him for pushing him, like last time when he spread those rumors to make Luna hate him. Liam was ready for Marcus's move, though. As he fell back, he grabbed his hand and pulled him up. Trying to jump and blame me for pushing you? You really are committed, aren't you? I won't let you get away with it. You won't jump, no matter what. I won't let you. He cursed him. Let go of me, Liam, you piece of trash. Let go. No way. Unless you drop the act and stop trying to frame me, I'll never let you go, you bastard. Let go or I'll make you pay. Ignoring his foul words, he held on tight, pushing his head into the wall. Marcus pleaded. Let go, Liam. Please let go. Only if you promise not to jump. I won't let go otherwise. The pain on his scalp was too much and Marcus had no choice but to give in. Let me go, I won't jump. I won't accuse you. He loosened his grip and Marcus's face twisted into a sneer. You're dead. I swear you're dead. Saying that, he fell over the railing and tumbled down. He stayed on the steps watching Marcus roll down and scream like crazy. Help! Help! In no time, a group of people came rushing over at the sound of Marcus's cries. Marcus was lying on the ground, shrieking, Liam pushed me. It hurts so much. Liam saw Luna rush over in a panic. Seeing Marcus lying there in pain, she was both worried and angry, shouted at him. What happened? Tell me what's going on. A student who arrived first. It seems like Liam pushed Marcus off. Why would you push Marcus? Have you gone nuts, Liam? On the ground, Marcus whimpered. It hurts so much, Luna. It hurts so badly. Am I gonna die? Someone who's dying wouldn't be talking so much trash. He smirked silently, keeping his lips sealed as Luna glared at him. You're unbelievable. She pushed past him, running to Marcus's side to help him up. The moment she touched Marcus's hand, he squealed like a pig. It hurts. It hurts so bad. With the school nurse arriving shortly after, all they could do was contact an ambulance. Since Marcus's screams showed real pain, not just an act, his arm broke in the fall, so they rushed him to the hospital since the school nurse couldn't treat it. Luna hopped into the ambulance too, and before the doors shut, she shot a threat his way, gritting her teeth. Just you wait. This ain't over. He knew it wasn't over. Stuff like this gives the school admins a real headache. They called him in for a chat and rang Marcus's parents right away. They grilled him about why he supposedly pushed Marcus. He stuck to his guns, saying Marcus fell on purpose, no pushing involved. When they couldn't get anything out of him, Marcus's folks came rushing in, hot under the collar. Marcus's mom burst in cussing up a storm and even looked like she wanted to take a swing at him. The admins had to step in. She was throwing around threats about getting him expelled or calling the cops. He calmly told Marcus's parents, "Call the cops, please. Let's get the police involved." Hearing he wasn't backing down, they stopped talking about calling the cops. Instead, they tried to strong-arm the admins to boot him out for allegedly being a threat to their boy. The school was fed up and rang up his aunt and uncle. Pretty soon, Annie's on the phone with him asking, "Liam, what's really going on?" "Auntie, I didn't push him, he jumped." He half expected her to be like Luna and not believe him. Maybe even accuse him of lying, but she didn't. "Okay, I trust you. What do you need us to do?" "Report it to the police, Auntie. Let them sort this out." He was set on getting the cops involved, and his aunt and uncle backed him up. Meanwhile, not a peep from Marcus's side about involving the police. His mom switched from aggressive to sweet-talking him. She suggested he transfer schools and apologize to Marcus, saying they'd drop it if he did that. Of course, he wasn't having it. Then he got a call from Luna. She laid into him, fuming. "What's wrong with you? Are you 3 years old? Do you even realize you broke the law? If I broke the law, let the law deal with it. No need for your input." She got even angrier. "So you're gambling with your future? You better think this through, Liam, and get to the hospital to apologize or things will get nasty." "Is that Marcus's idea or yours?" He shot back. "Does it matter? What matters is you messed up and need to face the music. Marcus is willing to drop it if you just apologize. You really want this going to the cops for sure." He wanted it reported. He told her plainly, "If you don't call the cops, I'll do it myself." In the end, he called the police. They showed up and asked him what happened, but he didn't say a word. He just played the recording on his phone. Marcus's threatening voice filled the room, and the cops didn't look too impressed when they heard it. "This is outrageous," they exclaimed. Marcus's once cocky parents turned pale, and the school heads were shaking their heads. He asked the cops deliberately, "I want to know, how do you guys handle someone falsely accusing another? Is there legal responsibility involved?" "Absolutely." Marcus's once cocky parents quickly changed their tune, talking about coming to an agreement and asking for forgiveness for not raising their son right. They even offered compensation, which he turned down, only wanting one thing: to have Marcus's slanderous recording played loud and clear for everyone to hear, so they'd see Marcus's true colors. In the end, Marcus's mom slapped herself a few times and got on her knees to beg him to let Marcus off the hook. Marcus was foolish. "Please give him another shot. We'll keep him in line." He smirked at her and said, "I want an apology and an admission from Marcus. Plus, I want compensation for my emotional distress." Marcus's parents didn't dare disagree. They'd rather settle quietly than have Marcus's antics exposed and ruining his reputation. After hours of back and forth, they caved. They paid him $500,000 in damages, promised Marcus would apologize, and swore he wouldn't bug him anymore. But they had terms too, wanting him to promise to bury the recording issue, to never speak of it again. When the money hit his account, he handed over the recording to Marcus's parents. After wrapping it up, he returned home acting like it was any other day. Dinner, chill, and sleep. Luna didn't come back that day, and he didn't bother asking. She sent him a barrage of texts, grilling him on why he wouldn't let her dear little brother off the hook. She wanted him to apologize to Marcus to patch things up. Her last message was about how Marcus was willing to let it slide. He didn't respond to a single word. The next morning was a Saturday, but he got rudely awakened by the sound of his door being kicked open. He groggily sat up to see Luna standing there. "I've called and messaged you a ton. Why didn't you answer?" "I answered. I turned my phone off." "You turned it off? Seriously? And now you're sleeping in?" Luna looked at him like he was crazy. "Liam, do you even get the mess you're in from yesterday? Marcus's arm is broken. Do you know what that means? A level 10 disability, which could get you jail time." He gave a mock-scared face. So she changed her tone a bit. "Listen, thanks to me, Marcus has decided not to press charges. He's dropping the apology too." "Really? He doesn't care if I apologize?" he asked, smirk on his face. Luna got a bit ticked off. "What's with the attitude? This is thanks to my persuasion. Even if Marcus is letting it go, you need to do something. You must come and apologize to Marcus with me." Worried he might not go, she added, "By the way, Marcus and I are clean and innocent. I've always thought of him as a brother, so don't get any weird ideas in the future." After breakfast, Luna dragged him to the hospital. Marcus's whole family was in the room, looking somewhat alarmed when he walked in. He looked at Marcus, his hand in a sling, with a smirk. "Weren't you going to apologize? Now's the time." Marcus's parents quickly got up. "We'll step out so you two can talk it out." Luna followed, reminding him, "This is your last chance. Better apologize properly, or else." "Or else what?" He looked at Luna coldly. Luna avoided his gaze. "If you bully Marcus again, then our engagement is over." The room went silent. He stared at Luna's face for a moment, then turned slowly to look at Marcus. Marcus's face was as pale as snow, clutching tightly to the bedsheet with his uninjured hand. He could see him trembling. Can you blame him for shaking? He's definitely torn up inside, scared he might reveal the truth and ruin his plotting. Most of all, he's afraid of him taking Luna away. But he's not about to make a foolish move again. If Luna's slap before was because she was in the dark, her unwavering trust in Marcus now has left him completely disappointed in her. You can be kind and innocent, but not stupid. He doesn't know how Marcus earned Luna's blind trust, but the way she cares for him makes him feel sick. He can't imagine marrying a woman like her and watching her hurt him over another guy. It's like living in hell, worse than dying. In a way, he's grateful to Marcus for exposing Luna's true nature to him. After Luna's threat, she shut the door. He looked coldly at a pitiful Marcus on the bed. "You ready to apologize? Show some sincerity, or else." Marcus's arrogance vanished. He's a natural actor, tears flowing on command. His apology was well rehearsed, but to Liam it was boring. Marcus concluded, "I'm thinking of taking time off school." "Is that so?" he asked with a faint smile. "All the past stuff was my fault. I've seen the error of my ways. To stop bothering you and Luna, I've decided to stay away and take a break from school. It's well thought out. You can trust me." Trust him? He'd be crazy to do that. Marcus isn't the type to change. He could see the lies in his eyes. He's guessed what Marcus is scheming, but he didn't call him out. It's his business, not his. The tension between Luna, Marcus, and him eased up for the time being. He threw himself into studying wholeheartedly. From the outside, it looked like Luna and he had returned to our old ways, going to and from school together. But he didn't feel their relationship could ever be the same. He avoided physical contact with Luna, spoke to her politely but distantly. If she asked questions, he'd answer, but he never initiated conversations. Luna kept busy studying, taking Soup to Marcus at the hospital, helping him with schoolwork. According to her, she was making up for his past mistakes. Initially, she wanted to take him along, but he refused. With finals around the corner, he was too busy to play along. Eventually, Luna went to help Marcus on her own, always sending him texts, pictures, and videos to reassure him of their innocence. But why would he care? He's been planning to move out of the Sterling's place. Back then he had nowhere to go and needed their help because people were eyeing the inheritance left by his late parents. Now that he's about to become an adult, he'll soon use the law to reclaim what's Liam's. With money and confidence, he doesn't need anyone's protection. It's time to part ways with Luna. He started packing his stuff at the Sterlings, bit by bit. Luna was busy with school and hospital visits, oblivious to his room slowly emptying out. A week before finals, he packed up all the gifts Luna gave him over the past 3 years. When Luna suddenly came in and saw him packing, she paused. "What are you doing?" "Packing," he replied calmly. If Luna paid attention, she'd noticed the clues, but clearly her mind was elsewhere. She sat heavily on his couch looking grim. "You know, Marcus took a break from school." He glanced at her blankly. Luna's eyes held blame. "His hand isn't healing and now it's infected. He can't take finals. If you hadn't pushed him, he wouldn't have to take time off. He'd be taking finals with us, getting great grades." Luna's worry over Marcus was causing her to act irrationally. It's just a broken arm. Yet Marcus has stayed in the hospital, dragging it out for a month now. There's this supposed infection. Anyone thinking straight would be suspicious, but not Luna. She's probably so smitten with Marcus that she doesn't doubt him. He's been getting photos and videos on his phone of Luna with Marcus. She tutors him, feeds him, peels fruit for him, stuff she doesn't even do at home, leaving it to the housekeepers. So it seems like Luna really, really loves Marcus. After all, they grew up together. If he hadn't barged in, maybe they'd be together. But did he really do anything wrong to be accused and insulted like this? He's not usually hot-headed. So come on and tell me what you mean. Want me to apologize or drop out as payback? His indifference made Luna mad. How can you be so cold-blooded? She snapped. Liam, how are you so unaffected? I really misjudged you. Luna stormed out, slamming the door, and he threw all the packed stuff into the trash outside. He didn't see Luna for the next few days, not until she returned for the college entrance exam. They rode in silence to the exam site since they had the same location. The 3-day test flew by. As he left the last exam, he let out a sigh of relief. The Sterling's car was waiting outside. He got in and waited for half an hour before Luna came out. She immediately checked her phone and then instructed the driver, "Don't go home. Head to Marcus's place." He wasn't about to be a third wheel, so he opened the door. "I'm heading back." Luna was annoyed. "Why are you going back, Liam? You have to come with me to see Marcus. He's getting out of the hospital today." "What does that have to do with me?" he scoffed. "It has everything to do with you. It's your fault he's in this mess." "I didn't do anything," he told Luna. "Marcus's problems have nothing to do with me. Don't try to guilt-trip me. You're so heartless. I misjudged you." Luna fumed. When he refused to visit Marcus, she threatened, "If you don't come with me, then we're breaking up." He shrugged. "Fine, let's break up then." Without looking back, he got out of the car. When he got back to the Sterlings, he booked a flight and told Aunt and Uncle about his plans to go home. They were kind and suggested he wait until they could return to accompany him, but he declined. He couldn't stand another minute around Luna. He knew what was happening with that crowd, and it was only a matter of time before Luna got caught up. But because of the Sterling's kindness over the last 3 years, he didn't want her to get played. He didn't want Aunt and Uncle let down either. He sent Aunt the backup audio and video recordings of Marcus. After hearing them, Aunt was furious. How could they be so despicable? "I'm calling Luna right now to tell her to get away from those people." Aunt quickly called Luna, but Luna ignored her. Even when Aunt warned her about Marcus's intentions, she thought he was behind it all. Angry, Luna texted him, "Your malice makes me sick, Liam. I've never hated anyone this much." Around the same time, an unknown account sent him a video. In it, Luna and Marcus's family were toasting in the city's fanciest hotel private room. Everything looked way too cozy. He had a bad feeling. While he could care less if Luna was exploited, he didn't want Aunt and Uncle upset. As much as they've done for him, Luna is their only daughter. If she gets used, they'd lose it. He couldn't let those disgusting people win, so he sent the housekeeper and driver to the hotel from that random account's video. When they got there, it took some effort, but they found out Luna was moved from the private room, having had too much to drink, and was taken to a hotel room by Marcus's parents. Marcus walked into the hotel room with Luna. When the door was busted open, Marcus was stark naked straddling Luna, trying to take off her pants. He turned his head and the nasty snarl on his face was as ugly as could be. He screeched, "Damn it, Liam, you bastard. You'll get what's coming to you." What he got in reply was the sound of his slaps echoing around the room. Luna was rushed to the hospital by an aunt and the driver. She'd taken some kind of hallucinogenic drug. They got her treatment right away at the hospital. Her aunt and uncle, who were abroad, sighed with relief once they knew Luna was safe. They dropped everything to come back immediately. The next morning, he was already rolling his suitcase out of the Sterling's villa. A cab took him straight to the airport. Before boarding, he deleted and blocked all Luna's contact info. As the plane surged into the sky, he looked out at the endless blue and thought, "Goodbye, Luna." After that, he put his mind entirely into graduation and travel. He hit up Europe, exploring Germany, France, the UK, Switzerland, and even got to Denmark, where he saw the awe-inspiring Aurora Borealis. He was in Denmark when the college entrance exam results came out. His hard work paid off, and his score was significantly higher than expected, more than 20 points better. He smiled at the screen. He didn't stop his travels after submitting his college applications. He headed to Antarctica next. In Antarctica, he saw penguins, seals, all sorts of sea birds, and took Zodiac and rubber boat rides to get up close with icebergs and glaciers. With a guide, he hiked the icy plains and rocky terrains. After more than a month of adventure, he finally headed back home to prepare for his move to S University. Luna and he had once planned to go to Rutherford University together. Rutherford U was Luna's dream school, not his, but he was ready to go there for her. After things went south between them, He switched his sights to SU instead. He never expected to see Luna at SU. She looked worn out. Why weren't we supposed to go to Rutherford U together? He didn't know how to tell her, but when she chose to stand by Marcus, their story ended right then and there. Luna tried explaining. Marcus and I had nothing. It was just sibling-like affection. I never thought he'd stoop so low. She shared that Marcus's parents were on the brink of bankruptcy because of poor business decisions, so they wanted to use her. The Sterling's business had always been booming. Marcus's parents aimed for Marcus to cozy up to her, hoping she'd fund their company. She mentioned they all, including Marcus, had faced consequences. She apologized. I'm sorry, Liam. I misjudged people. I regret it so much. Can we get back to how things were? But what's the use now? He told Luna. I never go back. So you don't need to regret anything either. Keep moving forward. There's a better view ahead waiting for you.